Hello everyone, welcome back to Shikara Academy. So in this lecture, we are going to understand the syllabus strategy of preparing geography for Group 1, Group 2 examinations of TGPSC. So Group 1 and Group 2 examinations, how do we prepare world and Indian geography? If you look into the prelims syllabus of Group 1 examination, or if you look into the Group 2 examination syllabus, the syllabus of geography is written as World Geography, Indian Geography and Telangana Geography. There is no elaboration on this syllabus. Whereas, if you look into Group 1 mains examinations, there is a detailed syllabus given for geography, which is having a weightage of 50 marks, where only we have Indian geography and Telangana geography. Here in mains we do not have world geography. So world geography will have to you will have to study to understand the concepts and to answer MCQ questions, whereas Group 2 people will study only to answer the MCQ questions. So how to study these? Where to study these? Let us understand the syllabus of world geography. World geography will have three parts. One is geomorphology, where we study about land, earth, its evolution, different factors impacting the landforms, etc. Then we have climatology, where we study atmosphere, gases, the composition of atmosphere, how the winds are acting, how the pressure systems, pressure belts are acting, how they are impacting winds, planetary winds, etc. So such cyclones, thunderstorms, all those things. In oceanography, we will study the features of ocean, different ocean currents, tides, waves, so those things. So majorly physical geography will have these three parts. You can study the fundamentals of physical geography NCERT for this world geography section. So we have evolution of universe, where some basic theories are present. Small just in brief you study solar system, what are our planets, number of moons, which is the larger planet, where is the asteroid belt located, which is having a retrograde rotation, such type of facts in the solar system, such type of facts in the sun, the planets, how earth has evolved over time, our moon, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, those things you study in this universe chapter. Then in case of geomorphology, you study the interior of the earth, different layers, we have crust, mantle, core, we have some discontinuities, those things NCERT level. You study the interior of earth, what is the composition, we have sial, sema, knife, different compositions. So basic definitions, those you study in the interior of earth. Then to understand interior of earth, one of the best source is earthquake waves. So you study earthquakes, the shadow zones. Then we study continental drift and seafloor spread theories, plate tectonic theories. These theories will say how these landforms, continents and oceans have formed over time. Then we study volcanoes, volcanism, rock cycle, where we have different types of rock. We have sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, we have igneous rocks, how one rock becomes another rock over time. Then we have cycles of erosion. We have erosion by water, which is called fluvial erosion. We have some type of karst topography because of erosion by water, because of limestones. We have erosion by winds. We have erosion by winds or air, which is called aeolian erosion. So we have winds by erosion by glaciers. So they form different landforms, they form different fractures. For example, if you look in a desert, you will see dunes, sand dunes. So those sand dunes are formed by winds. So wind erosion is causing, deposition is causing sand dunes. Whereas water, when it is eroding, it will form rear meandering or different things. So those you study in the cycles of erosion. So this is your geomorphology. You study basic definitions. In climatology, you will study atmosphere, different layers of atmosphere. You have troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, exosphere, how heat and temperature is present, how it is distributed on the earth. So the tropical regions will receive more sunlight, whereas the temperate and polar regions will receive less sunlight. So the heat, how the heat is transferred, conduction, convection, advection. So these things which you have studied in school. So how the heat is transferred, albedo, how sunlight is coming to earth and how it is reflected back into the space. So this is called albedo, the reflective ability of the earth's surface. So these things you study in the climatology. You also study pressure and pressure belts, different winds, local winds, planetary winds. We studied jet streams, monsoonal winds. So these are the things you study in climatology. In climatology, you also study humidity, different types of clouds, rains, different type of rains. We have rainfall, direct rainfall in the form of water. We have snowfall. We have hailstorms. We have fog. All these are types of what? Precipitation. Then a type of rainfall which is extreme is called thunderstorms, tornado. Then we have some concepts such as air masses. Then air masses, different air masses will lead to formation of fronts. So fronts will lead to formation of temperate cyclones. So these things you study in the climatology. You study different cyclones, temperate cyclone, tropical cyclone, what is the differentiation and basics of climate classification. We have Köppen's climatic classification. So you study the basics. There are some alphabets and they denote some type of weather. Those you remember. Then in oceanography you will study oceanic structures. These are all oceanic relief features, deep sea plains. When there is land, then when the land has ended, this is ocean. So within this we will have a continental slope, continental shelf, continental slope. Within the deep sea plain we will have some ridges, etc. So those features are called ocean and the relief features. Then you study general terms associated with ocean, such as what is a bay, what is an ocean, what is a gulf. So those type of terms, etc. you study. Then you study features of the water, oceanic water, such as temperature, salinity, density. Temperature will decrease when you go into the depth of the ocean, and at one time it will get stable. So we have a thermocline in the ocean. So what are those? All these things, and how water moves in the oceans through tides, through waves, through ocean currents. We have warm ocean currents, we have cold ocean currents. So those things you study in the oceanic movements. So this will conclude your world geography. Then you move to Indian geography. World geography you have seen geomorphology, climatology, then oceanography. Then after that you move to Indian geography. In Indian geography also you will have, first you have to study the physical geography, means physical features of India. Then you study economic geography. Then you study human geography. So in physical geography you will study different mountains in India, plateaus in India, desert in India, coastal plains, all those features of India, peninsular plateau, all those physical features of India you study. You study the forests of India, soils of India. So all these are physical features of India. So these all come under physical setting, physiography, climate, monsoon, the climate of India you will study. Then the drainage system of India, where you will study rivers, etc., soils of India, vegetation. So all these are physical geography. Then come to economic geography. In economic geography you will study agriculture, transportation, communication. You study minerals, industries, resources, energy resources, etc. They are all part of economic geography. Then as part of human geography you will study population, demography and settlements, where you will study urban settlements, rural settlements, etc. So this is the broad classification of Indian geography. So you have minerals, energy, agriculture, irrigation, industries, transport, population, urbanization. All these things you will have to study in the Indian geography. In physiographic setting, we have different northern, northeastern mountains, northern plains, peninsular plateau, coastal plains, islands, and Indian desert. So these major features you will study. In climate, you will study India's monsoon, how ITCZ is shifting, which is attracting the southwest monsoonal winds. Then you study jet streams, how it is impacting the Indian monsoon. We study El Nino, La Nina, how they are impacting the Indian monsoon. Then what is the rainfall variability in India, different climatic regions of India. Then you study drainage system, where you will study Himalayan rivers such as Ganga, Brahmaputra, Indus river. Then you will study peninsular rivers. Peninsular rivers also east flowing and west flowing, rivers. Majority of the rivers are east flowing. Some rivers flow towards west, such as Narmada river, etc. East flowing rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Suvarna Rekha, those rivers are east flowing rivers. West flowing rivers like Narmada, Tapi, Mahi, and small rivers like Periyar, etc. Mandovi, Zuari, those rivers are west flowing rivers. You will study these rivers, their tributaries, important locations on them. So all these rivers you will study in the drainage system. Then in case of soil, we will study red soil, black soil, alluvial soil. We will study loamy soil, silty soil, sandy loam. So all these types of soils and different type of vegetations, wildlife in India, wildlife and biosphere you can study in environment. Then we study the minerals and energy resources, how minerals are distributed in the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. We have many minerals in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha region. Where are different coal fields located, where is major iron ore, bauxite, manganese formed. And we study different energy resources in India, solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy. These are all resources for India. So these resources, energy crisis, all these things will be studied in this economic geography part. Then water resources, we can link this with the drainage system and we can study it over there. Then in case of economic geography, we also study agriculture, major crops, seasons in India such as Rabi, Kharif, Zaid, major crops grown in these seasons, different type of revolutions in agriculture, different irrigation types, different types of agriculture we study, natural farming, organic farming, all those things. Then we study industries such as iron industry, cotton industry, steel industry, cement industry, concepts such as special economic zones, roadways, railways, all those things we study in transport and communication. Different waterways, important national highways, important centers of railways. Then we study population and demography. What is the size of population of India? What is the structure, age structure of population of India? What is the distribution of population in India? Where is population distributed more? So what are the factors which is determining the all this study is called as a demography. So we study demography of India. Then we study population policies, urbanization, how cities are established. All those things will be studied in this. So this is your world and Indian geography syllabus. So what resources can we use to study this geography? So we can use fundamentals of physical geography for world geography, India physical environment for Indian geography. We can also refer, not in too depth, but a few important topics according to our syllabus we can refer from the GC Leong. We have to follow some atlas. You can also skip everything and you can read Majid Hussain sir's book for conceptual clarity. So these resources you can use. Or if you are having class notes, proper class notes, you can also use that. Then let us look at few questions which have been asked in the previous prelims. So question has asked if the earth has disappeared. This world geography question. So the distance between earth and sun, how much time light will reach earth. So these factors of world geography. So here the world geography is linked to Indian geography, where we have a shift of pressure belts and shift of ITCZ, how it is impacting the Indian monsoon, and different conditions like El Nino, La Nina, how they are impacting the Indian monsoon. So this question is on Indian monsoon. To understand Indian monsoon, you will have to understand the world geographies, ITCZ, all those things. Then we have had a question on national waterway, which you will get in transportation chapter, which you will study in transportation. You have studied, right, transportation communication. In transportation you will study roadways, railways, waterways. So this is a transportation question, national waterway question. Then we have a question on mineral resources, on manganese mineral, where it is present, what is the when you study minerals, you will also study the name of minerals, mineral and its name. So for example, thorium is found in monazite. For example, iron is found in hematite, magnetite. So such names are also used here. Then location. So these type of questions are used as on minerals. Then again a question on rocks, which is a part of your world geography only, rocks and rock cycle. Rocks and rock cycle. So he said that igneous rocks do not contain fossils. Is the statement correct or wrong? It is correct statement, because igneous rock is direct solidification of magma. So when you understand the concept, when the magma is directly solidifying, how do you find fossils in that? Fossils will be found in sedimentary rocks, where the rock is found because of continuous deposition of soil and it has compacted under pressure. So these layers will also have some living material, some dead materials, some fossils, some plants which are buried inside and became a rock. So such type of questions have been asked. So on the weathering, on sedimentary rocks. So these questions are from the chapter rocks and rock cycle, which is part of your world geography, NCERT, fundamentals of physical geography. Then we have a question on river linking project, Ken-Betwa river linking project. So this is again part of that chapter drainage and water resources chapter. Then we have ocean currents. It has many different ocean current names have given and asked if it is a warm ocean current, cold ocean current, if it is present in Pacific Ocean or Indian Ocean. So this is the chapter oceanography. When you study oceanography, you will be able to answer this question. Then a question is asked where different industries and their location is asked. So this question is from industries chapter. We study the minerals, we study industries, we study resources. So again an assertion reasoning question asked on precipitation, types of precipitation. So this is also a chapter from humidity and condensation, humidity and condensation chapter. There you will study this. So world geography is important in case of prelims. You might think that only Indian geography is given in mains, so you focus more on Indian geography, then you will miss out on all these questions which are asked from world geography. So different topography, landforms. I have said na in erosional features. In erosional features, we have erosion by water, which is called fluvial erosion. So what type of landforms can be caused because of this fluvial erosion? So such questions have been asked. In mains also, if you see, mains mainly application based questions, analytical questions have asked, because management of urbanization, urban growth, how we can do it, what are the strategies to manage rapid urban growth, because urbanization is increasing. Within few years we are expecting 50% of India is living in urban areas. So how to strategize it, strategically improve it, manage it, so that we will have economic growth, national and regional growth. Then we have impact of climate change on dry land agriculture, which is specific to Telangana geography. Then we have Himalayas and their influence on locational aspect, Himalayas, Tibetan Plateau and their influence on monsoon in India. So this is a question from monsoon and our physiological features, how they are impacting our monsoon. Then we have institutional factors which have control over crop production in Indian agriculture. We have to explain different institutional factors such as marketing, linkages, all those things, how they are impacting our Indian agriculture. Then command area development program is also asked again. So these are the important questions which have been asked in the previous examinations. So you will have to prepare strategically you will have to prepare because world geography you focus on main points and you study that. Without studying it, you will lose prelims questions. Even in group 2 there will be many questions asked from this world geography. So you will have to be ready. Indian geography, you read the previous year questions and you make proper notes on each and every topic for answer writing. So because it is having 50% weightage but the main syllabus is more, still you will have to prepare, because for within few marks you will fall many ranks you will go behind. So it is important to prepare Indian geography and Telangana geography holistically. In the next lecture I will discuss the strategy etc. to study the Telangana geography. Thank you all.